Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with the Tarver Academy YouTube channel. And today's question is from Olivia at Bryant Middle School. Olivia, thank you so much for asking this question. It's a great question. They said, what is your best advice if you're not physically in like an in-person environment, but you have group work to do? Okay, so one of the things that I would recommend is you start a group text. And this is for if you have like a group project due, or if you're just in a class with 2 or 3 other people that are doing the same assignments, it is really good just to be able to text and be like, hey, do we have anything to turn in today? Or what do we have coming up this week? It's good to bounce that off each other. I have a friend that I'm doing classes with right now. Her name is Leanne. And Leanne, she's one of my good friends, but she's also has a different personality than me. She is super like ahead of the game, and I'm a little more, I procrastinate a bit, which I shouldn't do, but that allows me to ask her like, hey, what are we doing for like this week coming up? She's like, well, I already finished it 2 weeks ago. I'm like, that's pretty impressive. But then maybe whenever I'm doing, I can be like, hey, did you check this, or I build something that helps her stay organized throughout the semester. Honestly, she helps me a lot more than I help her, but you're gonna have that sometimes. Sometimes you're gonna help your friends more, and they're gonna help you more in other situations. So I would find a group of friends that you're in class with, or just people that you like or communicate with, or that have the same goals, and want to do well in their classes. Now, if you're just constantly like asking them how to do stuff, and they're doing all the work, they're going to get tired of it after a while, even if they are your friend. Okay, so you need to figure out, how am I going to add value to our group? Okay, if one person is just naturally better at the subject, they're probably going to want to take on that curriculum. But you know what you could do? You could organize things. Like, okay, you take all the material and I'll organize it into a Google slide. Or you build the material, you build the Google slide, I'll take notes and I'll help find links, or I'll do the references, or I'll go do the research on this project. Figure out where your strengths are and your teammate, the people in your group's strengths are, and then you guys can work together instead of everybody trying to do the same thing. It's like, I always relate this to basketball. I love NBA basketball. The Golden State Warriors, they're my favorite team. They've got Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and those 2 guys are like 2 of the best shooters in the world. Draymond Green is a great defensive player. Draymond Green is also on their team. He doesn't want to go out and score 30 points a night. He wants to do a different role. Steph and Klay, their job is to score 25 to 30 points every night. They are supposed to get the points. Not every player on that team needs to score 30 points a night. If they did, that's great, but that's not their role. They need to score points. Draymond Green needs to play defense and then pass it to those guys. They're centers. I had JaVale McGee a couple years ago. He's very tall. He would get the rebounds and throw it back and give them another shot at it. This is the thing with the Bulls, the Chicago Bulls. You've heard of Michael Jordan? Did you guys see The Last Dance? Whenever Michael Jordan was playing, they realized he's making about half his shots. You know what we should do? We should get him an extra shot if he misses it. So whenever he would miss the ball, they went and brought in a rebounder, one of the best rebounders of all time, Dennis Rodman, to get that rebound and throw it back to Jordan. Dennis Rodman's role was not to score points. It was to rebound the ball and throw it to Jordan. In your group work, in your friend group, when you're working on assignments together, make sure that you all understand your roles, and then you try to work towards getting the project completed. So that's my best advice for group work, especially in online learning. It's going to take communication. Build a group text, build a group email, figure out a way to communicate with them, find your roles, and knock that job out. Thank you guys. Y'all be good, stay sweet, and never stop learning. Peace.